Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some more AFL Evolution 2 news, but before I start, I just want to say that this news has been out for at least 2 months by now, and I know that it is a bit of late news, but I do know there's still a lot of people that still don't know about some of this stuff and don't really follow AFL Evolution 2's some of their, social medias or anything like that. So if you want to go check all this stuff out, it will be in a link in the description down below. But the first thing that I'm going to be talking about right now is the new cover for the AFL Evolution 2 games. Now, it is definitely a lot different to what the AFL Evolution games were, because if you guys didn't know this, for the AFL Evolution game, it seemed to be that they were going for the some of the three best young players at the time, which ended up being Marcus Bontempelli, Chad Wingard, and Isaac Heaney. Now, obviously, they're changing that up, and they're actually bringing some of the premiership players, or grand final players, rather, to the new AFL Evolution 2 cover. So these players will include Scott Pendlebury, Josh Kennedy, Jordan De Goey, and Luke Shuey. Now, I kind of did wish they would stick to the original three youngest players, some of the three best youngest players, but either way, if you don't like De Goey, then De Goey's most likely going to be on that anyway. So either way, De Goey was probably going to be on the cover up, but I don't really mind it. I just kind of hope they maybe stick to this now when AFL Evolution 3 comes out, or whatever they decide to call that game. Whoever makes the grand final that year, select 4 players from it or whatever. Or they could go to, a 2K type of vibe where they have one player on each cover. I still think that would definitely be really interesting. But yeah, I think Jordan De Goey was going to pretty much be on it either way, but I think Pendlebury was probably a little bit of a surprise, because there's a couple other Collingwood players I think they would put on the cover over Pendlebury. For example, Brodie Grundy. I think Brodie Grundy was a little bit stiff to miss out on this, to be honest, but I think West Coast, I can't really argue with West Coast. I think those two players would definitely be the two that I'd most likely choose. But yeah, I don't know if I would really choose Pendlebury. I would probably go more on Brodie Grundy or something like that. But yeah, so that's the cover news for that. Definitely, I think a little bit of surprise. It kind of shocked a couple of people, and there are definitely mixed reactions all over the post. So as I said, if you guys want to go check all these posts out, I will link in the description down below their social media. So yeah, go check it out if you want to. But they also added a couple other things. For example, a day and night cycle, which looks absolutely awesome. I think this game just makes it feel more alive, and especially if you're in a really, really long match with like your friends or whatever, and it's going for quite a fair while, you can definitely tell the difference from when you started and when it finished, because obviously it will definitely get a lot darker. Now, I think that will definitely be really cool, but obviously there's some games that always, struggle with making their shade look really good and making day and night cycles look really good. So I'm hoping that they can really, pull this one off, and I think they will be. From the sneak peek that we've gotten, it does look pretty good. So yeah, I think they will be able to pull it off. But as I said, some games do struggle with the day and night cycle, and even just shading in general on their certain parts of the map. But yeah, this is, just in one place pretty much the whole time. So basically the oval. So I don't think they'll really struggle there. But yeah, as I said, day and night cycle is looking really good. There are a couple of other things they added. For example, they actually added new stadiums, which I thought one of them was actually in the last game in the DLC, but I guess I might be wrong. I actually don't really know, but they seem to have added Bloodstone Arena from what we know. They've added Mars Stadium and Optus Stadium, and they've also added another stadium, which is Traeger Park, and I think these stadiums look really, really cool, especially Optus Stadium. I'm definitely liking what we've seen so far. We've just seen, a little bit of the inside stadium, as you can see in that picture that we just saw, and the other outside of, just the outside of the stadium itself, which I think is, really cool. I think in the last game, you could see some of the outside of the stadiums themselves. For example, the path around the stadium. I think, I could be wrong, but if we do, I'm sure they'll be adding that in later, or even sending giving us some more images of those. Also, I expect to see some more images on other stadiums coming around, maybe like the MCG, I think. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a fair while till we actually get that, obviously, because if you guys didn't know, the game was actually delayed because they're using a new engine now, which, if you haven't gone and seen my video on that, definitely go check it out. Link in the description down below. But yeah, basically, they've delayed it, and they've said it's going to be the second half of the year, which is also bringing up another subject on a lot of people asking when is it going to come out, and to be honest, we really don't know anything on when it's going to come out, but the fact that it's going to be coming out at the second half of the year, which, as you know, and as it sounds, that doesn't really give us much evidence to really, decide on when it's actually coming out. But to be honest, I've heard a lot of people saying they think it's going to come out in about September and around finals footy. I actually think I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out at the very end of August, somewhere like August the 25th or some date like that, which is about 2 or so months ago. I think it's about 2.5 months away, which gives them at least enough time to, release the trailer, and then gives them a lot more time for people to still be able to pre-order it and all of that type of stuff. I'm also really hoping that we get some kind of special edition. It would be really awesome if we did. Obviously, 2K have a special edition almost every single year. Every year, pretty much, I think, but I'm not too sure about FIFA. I couldn't actually tell you about them, but I think it would be really cool, and it would be definitely another way that they could make a lot more money with AFL Evolution 2, and myself and a couple of my friends included, I think would definitely be thinking about getting that AFL Evolution 2 Special Edition if they were to release one. So I think it is an idea for you guys to think about if you haven't already. So I definitely would like to know what you guys think about if they are potentially going to reveal a Special Edition. I definitely would really like to know in the comments down below. And yeah, also tell me when do you think it's going to come out. But that's pretty much all the news that we've received so far. We also got some crowd sounds that they've released of, just the crowd screaming and doing their chants, and so that's going to be pretty cool. I guess that, showing us these sneak peeks and that, it just makes us get more excited and pumped for the game, and any little bit they can show us, as I said, gets us more excited and pumped for the game. But yeah, so as I said, there's not much else to really cover right now, but I would definitely like to, as I said, what are you guys' thoughts and opinions on the new cover? When do you guys think it's going to come out? And what are your thoughts and opinions on them potentially releasing a special edition? And do you think that they will? Also, what are your thoughts and opinions on the new stadiums that we've got? I definitely would really like to know. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel, where I'll be posting all the latest AFL Evolution gameplay videos when the game comes out. And don't forget to subscribe to my IRL/vlogging channel, link in the description down below. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.